My discomfort place is actually part of the world we are satirizing, we're having a poke at. It's very high-end molecular cuisine that becomes style over taste, if you like. It becomes an empty achievement, artistic, aesthetic achievement, and forgetting what it's there for, which is to taste good.
This is what you're paying for.
Get out of my way.
It's all part of the menu.
Yeah, I'd worked with Will Tracy, the co-writer, along with Seth Reese of the screenplay on Succession on an episode called Turnhaven back in season 2, and we'd worked very well together and become friends. And he asked me to take a look at the script. I thought just as a mate, really. And this element, this unique tone of thriller, dark comedy with this satirical bite and edge to it was just a wonderful tone that was very specific and I thought would be a brilliant challenge. And I thought he had absolutely no interest in me actually directing it. And then I realized in my slow British way that he was actually asking if I would like to direct it. So I met up with Adam McKay and Betsy Koch and eventually with Searchlight and away we went.
He's not just a chef, he's a storyteller. The game is trying to guess what the overarching theme of the entire meal is going to be. You won't know till the end.
Ray Fiennes, who plays Chef Slowick, was from day one, in that the writers, I think, had Ray very much in their heads, even writing. So that was the first call, really, to actually lean into this beautiful kind of vulnerability and the self-loathing of the character rather than portray him as an archetypal baddie, which would be, in my opinion, much less interesting. So that was the start, and then of course Anya TaylorJoy, who I was already a massive fan of.
Who are you?
I am Margot.
Again, just it was one of those lovely meetings where we saw the character the same way, where we were looking into the subtext of the character, actually building out these three-dimensional characters, and that process continued with the help of this brilliant casting director, Mary Verno, to just build the company out one by one, table by table, really, which dynamic would work well together. I'm a huge fan of Robert Altman and particularly his film Gosford Park. There was this really loose, never do the same thing twice, this idea of this very regimented wide shot, mid shot, close up and repeat the action, perfect continuity. It always seemed like the death of spontaneity, and I love the idea of having this room full of characters who are always on and the camera can move wherever the camera is led by what is happening. And that it just seemed a good way to capture the essence and authenticity of this particular kitchen and restaurant. And so that's the way we worked it, really, with these incredibly clever actors who, even when they didn't have scripted dialogue, would stay in character. Everybody was mic'd all the time. So they would, a lot of improvisation to fill out the layers of the script. It was just a lovely, free way of working, and what I hope captured a really authentic feel to the restaurant.
We harvest, we ferment, we gel.
We gel.
We gel.
We did play the kitchen and set as this kind of microcosm of society, obviously, and to try and push our satirical points. We'd been at such pains to create a totally authentic kitchen, both in the recruitment of our kitchen staff and actors, of course. Everybody had worked in kitchens previously. We had a boot camp under the supervision of our brilliant chef Dominique Crenn, the first woman to get 3 Michelin stars in America. She helped us create this totally authentic kitchen so that everybody was doing the right thing at the right time for various courses. So we set up this world in which we all sat and worked together for 6-7 weeks, and it was actually a really happy experience, I have to say.